Do you like traveling? I'm Takashi. Why not listen to a long travel story in English while you're doing something else or before you go to sleep? I'm going to invite you on a 53-minute journey. Let's start the journey.
Why not take a trip to a faraway foreign city on a quiet day? Today, I'll be taking you to Sriracha, a seaside town in Thailand.
Sriracha used to be a small fishing village, but today it has become such a big international city where many Japanese are hanging around.
Once a humble fishing village, time and history have shaped it into a thriving international city where many Japanese expatriates have found a home. Let the gentle sea breeze guide us through the history and charm of Sriracha. For centuries, the waters of Sriracha were filled with fishing boats as locals made a simple yet peaceful living from the sea. But time, as always, brought change. By the late 19th century, Sriracha was growing as a trading port, and in the 1980s, a transformation began, the construction of Lanchabang Port. This massive project would soon become Thailand's largest commercial port, turning Sriracha from a quiet coastal town into an important industrial hub. With this rapid growth, Japanese companies saw an opportunity. Automobile manufacturers, electronics firms, and various industries established their bases here, bringing with them a wave of Japanese expatriates. By the early 2000s, something remarkable happened. Sriracha became home to an authentic Japanese community. Ramen shops, sushi bars, and izakayas opened their doors. Supermarkets stocked Japanese groceries, and the sound of Japanese conversations became familiar in the streets. In this corner of Thailand, a piece of Japan quietly took root. Sriracha greets each morning with a gentle sea breeze. At Kluay Park, you can sit by the ocean and watch the waves roll in. Along the harbor, restaurants serve the freshest seafood straight from the sea. And at the Sriracha Tiger Zoo, visitors can witness the majesty of tigers up close. This is not a bustling city filled with noise and chaos. Instead, it is a place where time moves just a little more slowly. A place where one can simply breathe and be. From a fishing village to an industrial hub to a city with a touch of Japan, Sriracha has evolved with time. And yet the sea breeze remains the same, gently whispering through the streets, just as it always has. Today I brought you a tale of a faraway town.
Today's words: rapid, 急速な growth, 成長 opportunity, チャンス。この急速な成長に日本企業はチャンスを見出しました。With this rapid growth, Japanese companies saw an opportunity. 今日の単語を覚えたら、もう一度最初から動画を聞いてみましょう。前よりもずっと聞き取れるし、意味もわかるはずです。
Today we'll explore the history of Sriracha sauce. A sauce that has captivated the world with its perfect balance of heat and depth. Its journey began not in a grand kitchen, but in a humble coastal town in Thailand. Let's take a step back in time and uncover its origins.
This is the world-famous Sriracha sauce. It's cut out not only for traditional Thai cuisine, but also for any kinds of foods, including Western cuisine.
Sriracha, a quiet town by the sea in Thailand. It was here that a woman named Tanom Chakapak created something special. In the early 20th century, she crafted a unique chili sauce for her family and friends. It was not just spicy, it had a deep, rich balance of garlic, vinegar, and a touch of sweetness. Locals loved it, and soon it became known simply as the sauce from Sriracha. The sauce gained popularity throughout Thailand, but it was in America that Sriracha sauce truly became world famous. In the 1970s, a Vietnamese Chinese immigrant named David Tran saw its potential. After moving to the United States, he started his own brand, Huy Phon Foods. With its iconic red cap and green label, his version of Sriracha sauce took the world by storm. From restaurant tables to supermarket shelves, the flavor of Sriracha had now reached every corner of the globe. Today, Sriracha sauce is enjoyed in countless dishes, not just in Asian cuisine, but also on pizza, burgers, and even pasta. Yet its heart remains in Sriracha, Thailand. Here, traditional Sriracha sauces are still made, and local seafood restaurants serve them in their purest form. Behind its fiery taste lies a rich history, a story of culture, tradition, and a small town by the sea. A sauce that started in a quiet fishing village has now become a beloved flavor across the world. The next time you reach for a bottle of Sriracha sauce, perhaps you will remember the coastal town where it all began. Today we have shared a story from a distant land. Let us take a quiet journey to a sacred place far from home. Today we explore Sriracha Shrine, a small but meaningful Japanese shrine in Thailand. A place of prayer in a foreign land. It holds the memories, the struggles, and the hopes of the Japanese who once lived here. Let's step into the story of Sriracha Shrine.
This is a genuine Japanese shrine in Sriracha, Thailand. 3-gate, well-maintained grounds, and the pure air. You feel like you're in Japan.
Sriracha was once a quiet fishing village, but over time it grew into an industrial hub, attracting many Japanese residents. Among them, a thought emerged. Even far from home, we want to pray to the gods of Japan. For years, Japanese people living in Sriracha had no sacred place to visit. They could only close their eyes and offer prayer in their hearts. But in this growing community, the need for a shrine became clear.
Portable shrines are also placed in the grounds.
As the Japanese community in Sriracha grew, so did their wish for a true place of worship. Then a group of dedicated individuals came together with one goal: to build a shrine where Japanese people can connect with their culture and traditions. More than just a structure, this would be a place of prayer, of remembrance, and of community. And so in 2022, Sriracha Shrine was built as testament to the enduring spirit of the Japanese people in Thailand. Through the red torii gate, a sense of peace welcomes all who enter. Today, Sriracha Shrine hosts Japanese cultural events, including New Year's prayers and Shichigo-san celebrations. For travelers, expatriates, and long-term residents alike, it has become a place to pause, to reflect, and to feel at home. Even in a distant land, one can still find the familiar comfort of a gentle player. Sriracha Shrine, a quiet but powerful reminder that faith and tradition know no borders. Through changing times and distant places, some things will always remain. Today we have shared a story from a faraway land.
Today's words: explore 探検する shrine 神社 meaningful 意味のあるタイにある小さいながらも意味のある日本の神社シラチャー神社を探検してみましょう。 We explore Sriracha Shrine, a small but meaningful Japanese shrine in Thailand. 今日の単語を覚えたらもう一度最初から動画を聞いてみましょう。前よりもずっと聞き取れるし意味もわかるはずです。
Let us take a quiet journey to the peaceful Khao Clay Monastery in Sriracha, Thailand. Tucked in the mountains, this monastery is a place where the teachings of Buddhism resonate deeply. Let us walk through its story as we listen to the silence and wisdom of this sacred place.
Look at the size of this white Buddha statue. It's one of the symbols of Sriracha.
Khao Clay Monastery is located on the slopes of Khao Clay Mountains just north of Sriracha. Known for its serene environment, it has become an important place for those seeking peace through meditation and Buddhist teachings. The monastery was founded in the 1980s by a Buddhist monk named Luan Chai Kapong. He envisioned a place where people could come to learn the principles of Buddhism and practice meditation in a tranquil setting. What began as a modest space gradually grew over time. As the monastery expanded, it became a sanctuary for people in Sriracha and surrounding areas, offering spiritual guidance and a place for meditation. Beyond teaching Buddhist philosophy, the monastery has actively engaged with the local community, focusing on poverty alleviation and educational support. It has played an essential role in uplifting the community while maintaining its focus on Buddhist practice. Today, Khao Clay Monastery remains a vital center for meditation and Buddhist education. It attracts visitors and practitioners from all over the world who come to deepen their understanding of Buddhism teachings and practice. Surrounded by nature, it provides a peaceful environment for those seeking inner peace and reflection. Visitors often find solace in its quiet grounds where they can meditate and connect with the teachings of Buddha. The monastery's beautiful Buddha statues and sacred spaces offer visitors a calm and spiritual experience, providing a sense of serenity and tranquility to all who visit. Khao Clay Monastery, a place where the teachings of Buddhism echo through the mountains, guiding people to peace and inner growth. In the heart of Sriracha, amidst nature, this sacred place continues to offer spiritual refuge to many, helping them find clarity and calm in their lives. Today we have shared a story from a faraway land.
Today's words: Monastery 修道院 Teachings 教え Resonate 心に響く。この修道院はタイの仏教の教えを深く感じることができる場所です。This monastery is a place where the teachings of Buddhism resonate deeply. 今日の単語を覚えたら、もう一度最初から動画を聞いてみましょう。前よりもずっと聞き取れるし、意味もわかるはずです。Why not take a trip to a faraway foreign city on a quiet day? I'm currently staying in Sriracha, a seaside town in eastern Thailand. This town, which was once a small fishing village, has changed with the times and now has a nostalgic atmosphere with many Japanese people living there. During my days in Sriracha, I came across a certain coffee. Coffee beans grown in Nan, a mountainous region in northern Thailand. As I saw them in cafes and markets in Sriracha, I became interested, so I picked up a few beans and tried them out. And I learned that beyond a cup of coffee, the nature and people of Nan lie. Today, let's go on a journey through Nan coffee and the history of Thai coffee. It was in the latter half of the 20th century that coffee cultivation in Thailand began in earnest. Until then, tea was the mainstream in Thailand. However, in the 1970s, King Rama IX suggested that coffee cultivation be encouraged instead of opium, and Arabica coffee began to spread in the mountainous areas of northern Thailand. In Nan and Chiang Mai, which are at high altitudes, the cool climate and fertile soil were ideal for producing high-quality Arabica coffee. Now, these northern coffee beans have become popular in the global market as specialty coffee. During my stay in Sriracha, I tried tasting several Nan coffees. The coffee grown in Nan is mainly Arabica. It is slowly aged over a long period of time in the mountains at an altitude of over 1,000 meters. Its taste is fruity acidity and soft sweetness. Some have a fragrant taste of cacao and nuts, and you can enjoy a gently spreading flavor with every sip. Every time I drink it, I imagine where these beans were grown and what kind of people they passed through before they got here. Nan coffee is filled with the climate of this land and the commitment of the maker. There are mainly two types of beans in Thai coffee. One is Arabica and the other is Robusta. Arabica, which is grown in high altitude areas like Nan coffee, is characterized by a delicate acidity and fruity flavor. On the other hand, Robusta, which is widely grown in the lowlands of southern Thailand, has rich bitterness and a strong flavor, and is often used in Thai milk coffee and espresso. I also tried Arabica and Robusta coffee in Sriracha. Arabica is light and fragrant, while Robusta has a deep, full-bodied flavor.
I think Arabica reminds me of Starbucks coffee that I often drink, and Robusta has more like whiskey-like aroma.
Thai coffee culture has developed by making use of these different characteristics of beans. Drinking non-coffee while feeling the sea breeze in the morning in Sriracha. That cup is filled with the nature of northern Thailand and thoughts of the maker. Aromatic coffee encountered in a faraway foreign land. It may be like a small journey for me. Today, we have brought you the story of a faraway city. Today's words: suggest, 提案する cultivation, 栽培 encourage, 奨励する。ラーマ9世はコーヒー栽培を奨励することを提案しました。King Rama IX suggested that coffee cultivation be encouraged. 今日の単語を覚えたら、もう一度最初から動画を聞いてみましょう。前よりもずっと聞き取れるし、意味もわかるはずです。Why not take a trip to a faraway foreign city on a quiet day? I'm currently staying in Sriracha, a seaside city in eastern Thailand. You can see bright orange milk tea everywhere in the city. This is Thai tea, a tea unique to Thailand. It looks and tastes a little different from regular black tea. Where on earth did this tea come from? Today, let's go on a journey through the history of Thai tea and how it is drunk in Thailand.
Everybody must be interested in what Thai tea tastes like. To me, it tastes like carrot juice with Chinese herb medicine aroma.
First of all, what kind of tea is Thai tea? In a word, it is a sweet, creamy, spice-flavored black tea. The base is a strong black tea made with Assam tea leaves. Condensed milk or evaporated milk is added, and spices and colorings are also added to give it its unique orange color. Also known as cha yen, it is typically served chilled with plenty of ice. Its sweetness and richness make it the perfect way to take a break from the heat of Thailand. So when did tea start to be drunk in Thailand? The tea culture spread to Thailand in the 19th century. Chinese tea was the first to be brought to Thailand by immigrants from China. Later, due to the influence of the UK, black tea from India and Ceylon also came to Thailand. However, it wasn't until the mid-20th century that the current style of Thai tea was born. It began when Thai Chinese people developed their own milk tea culture. The practice of adding spices and milk to Chinese tea spread, and gradually it evolved into the sweet and rich Thai tea we know today. How is Thai tea drunk in Thailand today? At traditional food stalls, it is typically poured into a large glass and drunk with a straw. At cafes and luxury hotels, it is used in Thai tea lattes, frappes, and sweets. It has also become popular overseas, and Thai milk tea brands are expanding all over the world. Thai tea has now become a drink that represents Thailand. Drinking cold, sweet Thai tea on the streets of Sriracha. That cup is filled with the history of Thailand and the lives of its people. The unique tea culture I encountered in a faraway foreign land. It may be like a small journey for me. Today we have brought you a story from a faraway town. Today's words: practice, 慣れ gradually, 次第に evolve, 進化する。中国茶にスパイスやミルクを加える飲み方が広まり、次第に今の甘くて濃厚なタイティーになっていきました。The practice of adding spices and milk to Chinese tea spread, and gradually it evolved into the sweet and rich Thai tea we know today. 今日の単語を覚えたら、もう一度最初から動画を聞いてみましょう。前よりもずっと聞き取れるし、意味もわかるはずです。
Let us take a journey through the fascinating history of Bangkok, Thailand's capital. From its humble beginnings to its rise as a modern metropolis, Bangkok has a rich history that unfolds through its landmarks. Let's explore this vibrant city's past and present together. Bangkok was once a small village called Sriracha Nakhon, but in the late 18th century, it became the capital of the newly established Chakri dynasty. An iconic spot that marks this transition is the Grand Palace and Wat Pho Khao, the Temple of the Emerald Buddha. These historic landmarks became the heart of Bangkok, where the monarchy lived and the city began its rise as the cultural and political center of Thailand. In the late 19th century, under the reigns of King Rama IV and King Rama V, Bangkok began its journey towards modernization. New infrastructure, such as railways and roads, along with expanded international trade, helped Bangkok transform into a commercial hub. One of the key elements of this transformation was the Chao Phraya River, which runs through the heart of the city. The river banks became a vital commercial area, and this marked the foundation for the modern city of Bangkok. A symbol of this growth is the Wat Arun, or Temple of Dawn, its towering spire overlooking the river, a silent witness to the city's development. Today, Bangkok blends deep history with modernity. Skyscrapers and shopping malls stand alongside traditional markets and old neighborhoods, creating a fascinating mix of the old and new. Places like MBK Center, one of Asia's largest shopping malls, and Siam Square, the heart of the modern commercial and cultural scene, showcase Bangkok's evolution into a global city. Yet historical sites such as Jim Thompson's house and many museums remind us of the city's rich heritage, where visitors can learn about Thai culture and traditions. Bangkok, a city that has flourished through centuries, from ancient times to the present. By exploring its history, we begin to understand its true charm. Today, we have shared a story from a distant land.
Today's words: riverbank, vital, foundation. 川沿いには商業エリアが形成され、現代のバンコクの礎が築かれました。The riverbanks became a vital commercial area, and this marked the foundation for the modern city of Bangkok. 今日の単語を覚えたら、もう一度最初から動画を聞いてみましょう。前よりもずっと聞き取れるし、意味もわかるはずです。
Let us take a peaceful journey to Wat Pho, the reclining Buddha temple, a place where the teachings of Buddhism and Thailand's rich history come together. Known for its magnificent reclining Buddha and centuries of history, Wat Pho is one of the most important Buddhist temples in Thailand. Let's explore its significance and the teachings it continues to offer. Located in the heart of Bangkok, Wat Pho was founded in the 18th century during the reign of King Rama I. The temple was built to promote Buddhist teachings and serve as a spiritual hub for the royal family and the people. Originally, it was a temple for the royalty and nobility, but over time it opened its doors to the general public, becoming a place of worship for both locals and visitors from abroad. It is also considered one of Thailand's oldest temples, deeply intertwined with the development of Bangkok itself. The most famous feature of Wat Pho is undoubtedly the reclining Buddha. This immense statue is 46 meters long and 15 meters tall, and its beauty is awe-inspiring. It represents the nirvana of Buddha, the state of peace and enlightenment, and is a key symbol in Buddhism. Around the reclining Buddha, you'll find intricate wall murals and carvings that illustrate key Buddhist teachings. Visitors can reflect on the teachings of Buddha while being immersed in the spiritual atmosphere of the temple. Today, Wat Pho is not only a major tourist attraction, but also a center of Buddhist education. The temple houses schools where Buddhist sculptures and Thai traditional medicine are taught, making it a place of learning for monks and students alike. Moreover, Wat Pho is renowned as the birthplace of traditional Thai massage. Visitors can experience this ancient healing art, which is taught and practiced within the temple, continuing a centuries-old tradition that is still an integral part of Thai culture today. Wat Pho, the reclining Buddha temple, a place where the teachings of Buddhism and Thailand's history converge, bringing peace and tranquility to all who visit. With its immense reclining Buddha and spiritual significance, Wat Pho remains a timeless symbol of peace for Buddhists and travelers alike. Today we have shared a story from a faraway land.
Today's words: represent, 表す, nirvana, 涅槃, enlightenment, 啓発。それはブッダの涅槃、つまり平安と悟りの状態を表しており、仏教における重要なシンボルです。It represents the nirvana of Buddha, a state of peace and enlightenment, and is a key symbol in Buddhism. 今日の単語を覚えたら、もう一度最初から動画を聞いてみましょう。前よりもずっと聞き取れるし、意味もわかるはずです。
Let us take a journey into the history of Bangkok's Chinatown, Yaowarat Road. A district filled with glowing neon lights, the scent of sizzling street food, and a deep-rooted history of trade and tradition. Bangkok's Chinatown is more than just a commercial area. It is a living symbol of the centuries-old relationship between Thailand and China. Let's uncover its story together. The history of Bangkok's Chinatown dates back to 1782, when King Rama I moved the capital to Bangkok. Before that, Chinese merchants lived in what is now the Grand Palace area. However, as the palace was being built, they relocated to the western bank of the Chao Phraya River. This new settlement later became the vibrant Chinatown we know today, centered around Yaowarat Road. With their expertise in trade, Chinese immigrants contributed greatly to Bangkok's economy, helping shape the city into the thriving metropolis it is today. By the 19th and early 20th centuries, Chinatown had become the heart of commerce in Bangkok. Gold shops, herbal medicine stores, tea houses, textile businesses, and street food vendors flourished, and Yaowarat Road became known as the city that never sleeps. At the same time, Thai and Chinese traditions blended together. This can be seen in Wat Pho Kamalawat or Dragon Lotus Temple, which serves as the spiritual center of the community. During festivals like Chinese New Year and the Vegetarian Festival, the streets come alive with celebrations attracting thousands of visitors. These events are not just tourist attractions, but deeply rooted traditions that have been passed down for generations. Today, Bangkok's Chinatown is a fascinating blend of old traditions and modern influences. Historic gold shops still operate alongside some of the world's most famous street food stalls, drawing both locals and tourists alike. At night, Yaowarat Road lights up with neon signs and the streets buzz with energy. From steaming bowls of crab noodles to succulent roast duck, this is a paradise for food lovers. In recent years, trendy cafes and art galleries have emerged, bringing a fresh, modern vibe to the historic neighborhood.
Chinatown in Bangkok is not only a commercial area, but also the cultural center of the bilateral relations.
Bangkok's Chinatown, where Thai and Chinese culture intertwine, preserving traditions while embracing the future. Through its growing lights and bustling streets, one can still hear echoes of the merchants who built this city.
Today's words: expertise, 専門知識 immigrant 移民 contribute 貢献する。中国人移民は貿易の専門知識を生かしてバンコクの経済に大きく貢献しました。With their expertise in trade, Chinese immigrants contributed greatly to Bangkok's economy. 今日の単語を覚えたら、もう一度最初から動画を聞いてみましょう。前よりもずっと聞き取れるし、意味もわかるはずです。Today, we'll visit the famous Bangkok landmark, Jim Thompson's house, and explore its mysterious history and his mysterious disappearance. Jim Thompson. He originally came to Thailand as an American agent, but later became a legendary businessman who spread Thai silk around the world. However, his life suddenly became shrouded in mystery. So let's step into Bangkok's historic mansion. Jim Thompson was a former American soldier and OSS, the predecessor of CIA operative. After World War II, he stayed in Thailand and started a new life there. he sets his sights on Thai silk. At the time, hand-woven Thai silk was on the decline, but he was fascinated by its beauty and started selling it around the world as a business. His silk was quickly adopted by Hollywood and luxury brands, and he became the driving force behind the revival of the Thai silk industry. After his success, he built a beautiful house in Bangkok with traditional Thai architecture. This house is a space like an art museum decorated with Asian antiques and art pieces, with 6 old Thai-style houses relocated here. It is now a museum where you can get a glimpse of Jim Thompson's achievements and life at the time. But his life doesn't end here. In fact, this is where the biggest mystery begins. In 1967, he disappeared while on vacation in the Cameron Highlands in Malaysia. There have been no sightings, and his body has never been found. There are several hypotheses for his disappearance. Attacked by a wild animal? Involved in an accident? Eliminated by someone? Perhaps his past as a former OSS spy also played a role. The truth is still shrouded in mystery.
This is the former residence of the late American businessman Jim Thompson. Was his mysterious death just an accident or conspiracy? Nobody knows that.
Was he a hero of Thai silk, or a man with a hidden secret? His house continues to quietly tell the story of his absence, even now. Today, we have brought you another story from a faraway city. Today's words: several, いくつもの, hypothesis, 仮説, disappearance, 失踪. 彼の失踪にはいくつもの仮説があります。There are several hypotheses for his disappearance. 今日の単語を覚えたら、もう一度最初から動画を聞いてみましょう。前よりもずっと聞き取れるし、意味もわかるはずです。Today, let's compare the history of 2 Asian countries, Thailand and Japan, and trace the path each country has taken. Though Thailand and Japan may seem like faraway countries at first glance, they actually have many things in common and have been connected throughout their long history. So let's take a look at how these 2 countries developed and how they have influenced each other. Thailand and Japan have built long histories under different governing systems. Thailand has consistently continued as a kingdom since the Sukhothai dynasty in the 13th century. The current Chakri dynasty was founded by King Rama I in 1782, and its lineage continues to this day. Meanwhile, Japan was ruled by samurai from the Kamakura shogunate at the end of the 12th century to the Edo period. While the emperor existed as a symbolic figure, the shogun was in charge of actual politics for a long time. Thailand and Japan have a commonality in that they have maintained long and stable politics, even though they had different forms of governance. Japan and Thailand also have contrasting histories in their relations with the outside world. In the 17th century, Japan developed its own culture while trading with only a limited number of countries for about 200 years due to the isolation policy of the Edo shogunate. Meanwhile, Thailand prospered during the same period, centering on the Ayutthaya dynasty and actively traded with China, India, and the European countries. Thanks to its flexible foreign policy, it was able to avoid colonization by Western powers in the 19th century and maintained its independence. In the late 19th century, Japan opened its borders to the outside world with the Meiji Restoration and rapidly modernized by adopting Western culture and technology. Thailand also pushed forward with modernization under the reign of King Rama V, Chulalongkorn the Great, reforming its railway and education systems. Despite walking different paths, both countries overcame the waves of modernization and continued to protect their national independence and culture. In the 20th century, the relationship between Japan and Thailand deepened even further. During World War II, the Japanese military advanced into Southeast Asia, and Thailand formed an alliance with Japan. However, after the war, a new relationship was built, and Japan played an important role in Thailand's economic development. Today, many Japanese companies have expanded into Thailand, and in cities like Sriracha, Japanese expatriates and their families live. In terms of culture, anime and Japanese food have become popular, while Thai food and culture are popular in Japan. Thus, Thailand and Japan have become countries with deep ties with today, even though they have walked different paths in history. Thailand and Japan. The two countries have each built their own history, but over the years they have developed a strong bond. Looking back at history, we can see how the relationship we have today has been shaped. Today we have brought you a story from a faraway country. See you in the next video. This has been Traveling History, brought to you by Takashi. Today's words: consistently, 一貫して kingdom, 王国 dynasty, 王朝。タイは13世紀のスコタイ王朝以来、一貫して王国として存在してきました。Thailand has consistently continued as a kingdom since the Sukhothai dynasty in the 13th century. 今日の単語を覚えたら、もう一度最初から動画を聞いてみましょう。前よりもずっと聞き取れるし、意味もわかるはずです。